Whoa, it's a heavy one. Ladies and gentlemen, a BOX has arrived. This is a very special package from Dynatrak, and it does not contain consumer-friendly ground meats, which is probably a good thing. Just looking at the box, without doing anything, without even cutting it open, once again, Dynatrak has done an absolutely impeccable job packing this thing. Fucking filament tape on here. Serious deal. Let's see what we got. I don't know if this China blade is going to do it. This is some high quality dollar store shit right here. Oh yeah. Wow. This is serious packing material. The knife won't even cut through it. Oh yeah. Now I'll turn it around and get this side. This knife works fine for China packages, a little plastic shrink wrap and stuff, but no match for Dynatrak. Dynatrak does not fuck around. We will open the box. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a note. He says the packing material is from the GE dishwasher installation. So there's all kinds of bits of styrofoam and goodness in here. Let me see if I need to move the camera. Yeah, probably. I know what this is already, and I'm totally jazzed. But let's start taking out the packing material. Oh, we even got chaff. I love that kind. Well, that didn't make any difference because there's more. This looks like some decent styrofoam. Might have to hang on to a couple pieces of that. Here we go, folks. Fucking tab. Oh yeah. 4 cases of tab. 4 cases of tab. Unbelievable. Oh. There is one box, which, interestingly enough, I don't know if you can see here. Yeah, there's hot glue on there because Dynatrak did have a video where he sampled some tab. And so there is one can missing, but who's to complain about that? 12, 24, so that's 47 cans in total of absolute UNOBTAINIUM. Yes! Thank you so much. Some of the last cases on the planet. Never will see them again. Unbelievable. And while I'm on my soapbox, let me just mention, a couple years ago we had Crystal Pepsi come back, and it was fucking awesome. Oh yeah, I had a video or two on that. And then I think last summer, the one before, can't remember, they had like a very, very limited new Coke re-release. And I wish they would have done what Pepsi did like that. Now, the Crystal Pepsi, I just want to mention that they put those out like in the spring and summer months, kind of like a summer type deal. And I thought that was the greatest idea. If you put it out during the summer, oh, it's clear, it must be light. You know, the big fat dumb American consumer would think that. And I never had it years ago, so let me have it now. Blah blah blah. and it would be like a summery drink. And if they brought it back every summer, it would be something to look forward to from Pepsi Cola every year. You know, every summer it's coming back. Might be a little hard to get, but hey, you know, if you can do it, you can have it. And that would have been great if they continued that every summer. I would have loved to see New Coke do the same thing, although it was a flop. It's funny, a lot of things in the 80s were a flop. There was New Coke, that was a total flop. There was the Challenger disaster, that was a big flop. There was, there was another one I had in mind that I can't remember now. Super Password, the game show. It was essentially nothing more than Password Plus, but they just increased the jackpot if you got the words in the bonus round correct until somebody won it, and then it would go back to the same $5,000 they were doing in '79. So that, it was a successful show, but it really didn't add anything to the original program except for that, and maybe the cash word, which was a little bullshit here and there, and it would just come up. But there were a lot of flops in the 80s, also a lot of good stuff in the 80s, you know. So I would have loved to see that. Now, Tab was around, I think, since the 60s, if I'm not mistaken, and it's been around in limited markets. New York was one of them. Dynatrak found these somewhere and bought them out for me and shipped them to me. Dynatrak, I cannot thank you enough. This is just friggin' amazing. Just, I fucking Tab, man. This is awesome. And they don't make it anymore, so it is true unobtainium. Now, I am going to be sending a nice gift to Dynatrak in exchange for this, because this is, you know, this is a big thing to accept. I mean, this weighs a ton, and he had to ship this all the way from down Texas way there. So I'm going to send him a nice little gift there. Hopefully he'll enjoy that. Maybe he might make a video on that. We'll see. But yes, everything arrived intact. Absolutely impeccable packing job, as usual, even with styrofoam in between them. Well, you know what this means, right? Here's the note. Dynatrak says, JK18, enjoy the Tab, Dynatrak. The packing material is from the GE dishwasher installation. So there was a note, but now it is time. Ooh, I don't have any Tab. Oh, wait a minute. I got some. There's some Tab. How did I get it? And cold? Through the magic of video editing, of course. No, it's been in the fridge. I hadn't, so but it's the same Tab. In a Tab glass, we have styrofoam bits and pieces. Some of the last on the planet. Well, I'll crack open a Tab for you, Dynatrak. Get a nice pour on that. Pour it like a beer. Must get every remaining drop of the sacred serum. To you, Dynatrak, thank you. Suck it out of the flavor saver. Oh yeah, that is good. A lot of you don't like Tab, but I grew up with it. I like it. I never really had it in the house much, but I always liked the name. I like the box. I like the can. So every now and again, you know how the saying goes, if mother says no, ask grandma. My sweet old grandmother, God rest her soul, would occasionally buy my sister and I Tab. And then, of course, my mother would be like, what are you giving him that shit for? Don't give him that shit. That's bad. What the hell does she know anyway? Tab. Fucking Tab. It's back. Only in JK18's world. Courtesy of Dynatrak. Say, while we're on the subject, go over to Dynatrak's channel. Check out what he's got. He's got a lot of vintage stuff. I know a lot of you are into the vintage going on there. So he's got a lot of the vintage going on. Everything around the place there is vintage. He's got an 81 Silverado. Vintage. You know, all kinds of good stuff like that. He does repairs. He does impeccable work. He did an impeccable packing job. Check him out. He's got some great videos. Nicely laid out. They flow smooth. And a lot of cool stuff to boot. Hey, go over there. Subscribe. It's free. Absolutely. Make sure you go to Dynatrak. Let's get him over 1,000 subs so we can get past this Susan bullshit and get this man paid for everything that he offers to everybody on this planet. For free. Absolutely. Make sure you go to Dynatrak, smash that subscribe button, and thank you once again, man. This tab's for you. Friggin' rights he did. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you click like, make sure you click subscribe, and take care. We'll see you over at Dynatrak's channel. Bye-bye.